57.
Yeah, I love the shoes, Ann.
Oh,
I want to get a pair for me.
okay.
I want to wear them in short shorts.
Please do.
Please don't.
Please
Please don't.
Even Anthony didn't look good in short shorts. He was in a lot better shape. Puts the lotion on the skin. We're ready to go. We're feeling good. We're smiling. All right, couple quick housekeeping things, and then I'm going to shut up and let somebody else speak. The next 2 weeks, right? The holiday season in general. Keep your mindset right here, because this is not a negative thing. This is just a thing. How you navigate it is up to you, because can't remember what the definition of attitude is, but it has something to do with you being in control of how you think about whatever happens. Holiday season, it seems, in insurance is very herky-jerky, starting and stopping, right? There's not a normal rhythm that we're used to seeing from carrier executives and people taking weeks off, so it's tougher to get information back than it might normally be, to call center lead allocation and how our calls are coming over, right? There's certain stretches where they'll shut off final expense for a second because they got to do this or that, which they typically don't do. A lot of different stuff. You guys get it. Vacations, time off. There's all this different thing that makes it not more difficult, but just different in the way that we move through it. But if we're aware of that and we're aware of our mindset, we should be able to say, oh, here's one of those moments. Let me keep going. Let me think about it the right way. Let me make sure I'm doing all the things right now. If these moments from 9 to 5 when the game's going present themselves to you to get into your agency block, to learn something new. We haven't even gone over a real CVS Aetna deal, and Ann and Mike and Travis, you're not approved yet, but you will be very soon. If you don't know something, let's go. Right? Let's get in there and figure it out then. There's videos. I made a YouTube video on our training channel I sent a link out on. There's a lot of stuff we can do to get better every single moment. And if we're aware of those things, and we know that come January 1, that rhythm, that pace is going to pick back up to where it's very smooth again, well, then let's be ready for it. Okay, let's not be the ones that have to catch up. Let's have everything in order. Let's set up the new year off right by taking advantage of all the opportunities right now. So mindset, awareness, so that we can move through this stuff. Perfect things. Become ninjas of the process. Be aware. How's your praise? How your stories? Where's your voice inflection at? Are you changing speeds in the way that you talk? Are you bringing them down here, man? Tell me more. And coming back up here for all of it, right? It's never ending. That's what's so fun about it, by the way. You don't get a certificate in anything really in life that's worth doing and say, you're there, you can stop now. It's always something, always adding something to your game. Holiday schedule. New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, Christmas Day, definitely off. Christmas Eve, I don't know what they're doing in the call center yet, but at this moment, my plan is to have that be an optional day for you to make some money if the call center's open. If it's not open, well then, whatever, right? So I'll update you on that, but all I know definitively at this moment for certain is Christmas Day, New Year's Day, yes? We got a really sharp guy in the building, and sometimes he says stuff that makes me say, well, I'd like for you to talk to people more. So I'm gonna let Kenny Ocho Rios finish up this meeting for us, go over a couple things that he's seen and that he wants to share.
Yeah, look at me.
You guys ready for story time? I didn't prepare stories, so don't worry about it. All right. How's everybody doing this morning? Great.
Amazing.
Great. I love it. Yes. I'm loving the energy.
Yes.
So, as per usual, Andrew did not give me any guidance. He allows me to roam free and be who I am. And that's why I love him. That's why I love this place.
Mm-hmm.
So I decided to talk about culture. I decided to talk about a culture of accountability. I decided to talk to the man in the mirror as I usually do. So I want everybody to know that all this pertains to me. Let you get an inside look as to what kind of makes me tick. And hopefully maybe you'll just take the good and not the bad and run with that. But
You have to hold yourself accountable in this game, in this business, every day when you come in. You have to be your own worst critic, but as Andrew has definitely instilled in me, don't be too hard on yourself because the mind is a tricky thing. So when you're going through those ruts and you're going through those hard times, yes, you need to pay attention to what maybe you're not doing right, but also don't be too hard on yourself for not getting it right. Just don't make the same mistake again. Acknowledge and keep it moving. Right? Most of us, new people as well, a lot of you guys are striving for perfection. Perfection, I don't want to tell anybody that you can't achieve something, but perfection is likely unattainable. We're never going to be perfect. Perfection exists in the realm of forms. That realm of forms is in our mind. That perfect circle exists there. Even the 3D printout that is getting printed, that's supposed to be a perfect circle, is actually designed by a human and their thought of what a perfect circle exists or is. So if you really think about it, it doesn't exist. What we should strive for instead is growth on a daily basis. We should strive for a victory on in every moment. That when I say growth and when I say culture, that's what I'm talking about. We have a people gardener amongst us. I don't know if you guys know this, but allows us to grow and blossom into what we are. And I say what we are because we are already there. Every version of ourselves exists at the exact same moment. You just need to step into your power. You need to realize that you're a beast already. Remember that even in the present moment, even if you're not exactly where you want to be, you're exactly where you're supposed to be. Okay? Now you have two choices. You could stay there when you're down. Woe is me. Oh, this last call. Oh, this person. Oh, another no bank account. Or you can get up and you can fight. That's what we do here. Our culture. Every moment that we are experiencing is directly attached to the moment you're waiting for. Treat it as such.
Ooh, say that one more time.
Yes.
Every moment we are experiencing right now is directly attached to the moment you're waiting for. Treat it as such. Okay? Every battle, every inch, mod by mod, call by call. The margin of error, very slim. One step too early, you jump in, not even really listening to what they're saying, you're disingenuous. One too late, were you even listening? Another step a little bit earlier, and well, maybe you just don't make it because it just wasn't there. One hint of uncertainty, one smidge of arrogance, and that one's for me. Like, I know it all. A lot of times I'm like, damn, I was an arrogant little prick on that call. And that's why they don't have me give too many meetings, because I curse. But it can definitely prove to be detrimental. Okay? The inches, though, they're all around us. Right there in front of you. They're actually inside of you. The kingdom of blank, whoever, Allah, God, Metatron, is within you. Every call has two outcomes. And this is one of my philosophies in life. It's the philosophy of the 50-50 split. Wish I should have drawn it up there, but a level. Just think about it. A little triangle with a line that goes across 50-50. How are you going to get those odds tilted into your favor? Every 1% matters. Every 1% matters. Tip those scales in your favor. When I talk about culture, we're talking about someone who comes to mind who isn't here this morning, but I definitely want to shout him out, and Ansel, who has come in from the beginning, 30 hours plus every week. I mean, he has had 1 week where he didn't hit 30, which is fine, but he's setting himself up for that future. So that hard work is definitely going to show out, like Andrew says, E² = R. All right, I'm guilty of it too. So building blocks to success. I can always take example even from the new folks. I have something to learn. Every last one of you brings something to the table that is needed here at GTI. But make sure you tip those skills in your favor. You know, trust the process, as Ann says to Ansel all the time. I hear it. I hear it. Your energy, it's felt in the building. We appreciate you. Tilt those in your favor. And like I said, we talk about the culture that we have here. And the culture that we have here is growth. Like I mentioned, it's togetherness. It always makes me think of what did the 5 fingers say to the face? Smack!
Like that.
We're stronger together.
You can't slap someone with one finger, is what Kenny's trying to say.
Exactly. It hurts better when there's 5 or a group. And you can ball that fist up because we're fighters in here. You know, on this team, we fight for those inches. On this team, we fight for those percentages. When I say we fight, that means, oh, I'm not interested. Great, just want to provide you with some information. Don't care. It takes 7 no's to get to a yes. If they don't give me 7 no's on a phone call, I'm going to continue to press. I don't care if it is at the end. I'm not really trying to save it. It's now or never in my mind, and I'm going to fight for it the best that I can. On this team, we will tear everything around us outside of our sacred zone apart. Okay? And to pieces. Because we know that every inch, every rebuttal, every objection matters. Because God forbid you hang up that phone call and something happens to them because you didn't want to or didn't feel like. Are you okay with their lives on your hands? Because that's how serious I take my phone calls. But we know that every inch, when you add them up, that's going to be the difference between winning and losing. Now, it's okay to feel bad for yourself at times, but don't stay down there. That's not what we do here. Here, we win. Here, we fight. Here, we're together. I love y'all. Have a great day, everyone.
Guys, a lot of feeling, right?
Yeah.
A lot of feeling. A lot to be taken from that. I need to digest that. I need to watch that back and pull it apart. That was some great stuff, Kenny. Thank you. Awesome. Feel it and understand it because it's important. All right. So today, knowing that there could be the chance at 3:30, 4:30, calls start to slow down over there. What do we do to maximize our time? All right. Right? If you're someone who usually have to, let's get it in. Let's cut the break by 5 or 10 minutes. Let's cut the lunch by 5 or 10 minutes. Matter of fact, Jason is going to run a spiff. I don't know the parameters of it, so I don't want to say exactly what it is, but it's going to have to do with the most talk time before 4 o'clock type of a deal, right? So it's an effort thing. It's a getting the inches thing. So let's go out there and do it, man. We had a nice momentum building day yesterday. Let's take as many of the words as Kenny said and think about them, because they add value to every part of your life, not just in here. He kept it real nice and specific to what we do here for each other, but everywhere. What Kenny was talking about is important. But even more importantly than the words, how does it feel? I kept my eyes closed for half of that because I don't even want to see. I just wanted to feel. Take that with you into your calls today. All right? People are relying on you. They don't know what they don't know. All right? So help them at least, at the very least, know that they can protect their family. All right? You got greatness in your heart. Let's go.
Be awesome. Good morning, Brian, Claire. I see y'all. I know it's 5 of you. I don't know who the 5 were, but hey, y'all.
Hey, y'all.
Kick butt today.
Ansel, you got called out.
Ansel, we miss you.
Is he at home today?
Hi. Huh?
Is Ansel home today?
I believe.
Yeah,
I do believe.
he sent me a message. He had a flare up.
All right. Kick butt.
Thank you.
I hear